How to get an offer in your internship in management consulting. Hi, my name is Jonas Niari, and on this channel I want to help you to learn the necessary skills that you need to have a successful career in consulting, management and finance. And today I want to talk about how to get an offer in a management consulting internship. And many people ask me, especially the ones who currently do an internship or are currently preparing for an internship, Johannes, how can I make sure that I get an offer? And I can totally understand that, because getting an internship in management consulting is not easy. And typically you put in a lot of time and effort in order to get this internship. So this means that you prepared for the cases, that you sent out applications, that you did all the interviews, and now finally you got the offer and you have the internship. The question is now, how can you make the most out of this situation? Because think about it, how sad it would be if you put in all of the work, all of the effort into getting the consulting internship, but then not, utilizing it and receiving an offer. It would be a waste of effort, and that's why it's so important, and that's why so many people have the question how to get an offer in a consulting internship. And based on my own experience, when I was still studying, I actively prepared for those internships. And as you maybe know, I studied music before I went into consulting, so I had literally no prerequisites at the beginning to get an offer in a consulting internship. But still, I managed to get an offer from every single internship that I did back then. I worked now for the past 5 years in a top strategy consulting firm as a project leader, and I also was able, to guide a couple or a dozen of interns in my daily work as a project manager, and also through the mentorings that I do, through the coaching program that I do, I also am able to work with a lot of interns. And there are a couple of things that I figured out, over the past years that are really, really, really crucial in order to get this offer from your internship. And there are mainly 3 things. So the first one is that you actively manage and plan your internship. The second one is that you actively learn the skills. And the third one is that you also make sure that you have the right personality in order to get that offer. So let's go through it step by step. So the first point, managing your internship and planning your internship, this is probably one of the most important steps that you can do. And this means that you first of all set the real goal and set this fixed goal to get this offer. Because if you just go into the internship without any clear goal, without any purpose, then it's very unlikely that you will have a great performance. So I think it's crucial to really sit down and to reflect upon on the internship that you want to do, and to think about what is the desired outcome. So do you want to get some good evaluations? Do you want to get even an offer? So think about it and really write it down. So think about, okay, what do you want to get out of this? And also you need to make sure that you fully understand what the criteria are to get an offer. Okay, and also you need to understand the process. So once you join a consulting firm, make sure that you directly ask about the criteria, ask about the requirements that you need to fulfill in order to get the offer at the end, and also make sure that you understand who will be involved in the decision. Because you see, you need a clear picture, you need a clear target in order to achieve your goal. And also you need to know for 100% what is required from you, because otherwise it will be very difficult for you to fulfill these requirements. So make sure that you actively set a goal and that you also find out about the promotion process. The second step is that you actively learn the skills that you need to outperform in your internship. You see, only 10% of the people who do an internship in consulting actually get an offer. And these are the top 10% of your peers. So if there are 50 people doing an internship at the same time, only roughly 10%, so this means 5 people get actually the offer. Of course, this varies from firm to firm, and also it has to do with the current situation the firm is in, if they're hiring heavily or not. But on average, you can say 10% actually get the offer. And your task is in this internship to actually be part of this top 10%. And the only way to get there is to learn the skills that you need to outperform. And as a consultant, a consulting intern, there are typically three skill sets that you need to master. The first one is the technical skill set, and this is where you should start. So this means that you really understand how to work with PowerPoint and Excel. So this means that you learn all the basic skills, that you learn all the functions, that you learn, for example, how to build good slides, how to make content easy understandable on your slide, also how to make it look good. These are all important things, also storytelling and so on. But on the other hand, also to be efficiently. So this means to work with shortcuts, to be really quick, so that you don't need hours to build a slide. On the other hand, Excel is the same. You need to learn all the functions, for example, like how to prepare data, how to analyze the data, how to visualize it, all the special functions. So you should really know how to work with Excel and then know all the functions, but also again be very efficient so that you don't have to look up every important formula, but rather that you are able to work with shortcuts to work as efficiently as possible. After you master these technical abilities, you should also learn to apply the hard skills. So this means that you are able to do some strategic analysis, that you maybe also learn how to do financial modeling, and that you learn how to solve problems. Because in an internship, once the project team realizes that you know how to work with PowerPoint and Excel, they will give you more responsibility, and this means that you need to apply or prove the skills. For example, that you are able to do a certain analysis on your own, to maybe even lead a very small stream on your own, and for that you need to know how to apply strategic frameworks, how to solve problems, and also how to do some advanced modeling in some cases. Once you've mastered that, then it's time for the next level. Then you need to make sure that you master also the soft skills. And this means, for example, that you learn how to communicate, how to organize, and also that you develop the right mindset and personality. And if we talk about communication, then it's important that you learn how to communicate effectively and efficiently in a business and often international business environment. Because you see, in management and in consulting as well, of course, people don't have much time. So it's really important to learn to get your message across very quickly and in a way that is easy to understand for your stakeholders. So this is really, really crucial. Okay, so learn the communication techniques that are typically applied in consulting. Also, you should learn how to organize yourself. Because if you are in a consulting internship, you will get into the situation where people will throw a lot of tasks at you. And the schedule in consulting is very dynamic, so typically there's a lot of traveling involved. Typically, there are multiple streams, there are multiple stakeholders. Things change very, very quickly. And it's important for you that you stay organized at all of the time. So this means that you need to have the right strategies, the right techniques to stay organized at every moment during the project. Also, you should learn to have the right mindset. So this means that you are able to deal with challenges, because one thing is for sure, you will be challenged during your consulting internship, because this is just how consulting is. Every step you take, so every career step that you take, you always will be faced with new challenges. And it's the same in your internship. So you will at some time get to the point where you really feel exhausted, where you feel like, this is more than you can take. And then it's important to develop or to have the right mindset in order to deal with these situations, because these are make or break situations. Some people say, it's too tough for me, I'm not a good consultant. And some people say, hey, this is exactly the challenge that I need, and actually accept the challenge and learn how to deal with it. So this is really, really important. So we talked about, how to plan and manage your internship. We talked about the skills, and also it's important to have the right personality for your internship. And this means that you also convince on a personal level. Of course, we talked about all the skills that you need and also the mindset, but here I'm really talking about, do you have the right personality to work on consulting? And this means that you are just a person that other people want to work with. And typically this includes that you have like a problem-solving mindset, that you're always open, to help, that you are a team player, also that you are able to deal with difficult situations, and also that you just are a fun person to be around with. Because don't forget, in a consulting team, you spend like a lot of time together. So very often it's like, 60 to 70 hours together, most of the time in a room. So it's really important that also from a personality point of view, that you are able to convince. So despite all of the hard skills that you should master, also make sure that you convince from your personality side, and don't be too stiff. Also show a little bit of your personality. And of course, this is difficult to balance, and this is difficult, to do, because you don't want to show too much of your personality, because this might be unprofessional. On the other hand, you also don't want to be too professional, because then you lose this kind of human touch to your team members. Okay, so here it's important that you find the right balance, and that maybe you also ask some more experienced people about their experiences, so that you can kind of model this, and that you have a role model that you can look up to. So these are the 3 things that I recommend in order for you to get an offer during your internship. So first, plan and manage your internship. Second, learn all the skills that you need. And third, convince with your personality. And as I said, based on my own experience, these steps helped me to get an offer in every internship that I did. And also, if I take a look at all the interns that I worked with during my time as a project manager, or also the interns that I have as mentees, these are the skills that actually, and these are the things that actually lead to an offer. If you want to have support with this, so if you want to learn the skills, if you want to have support to plan and to manage your internship, if you want to know how to have the right personality, then don't hesitate to contact me. So there's a link below in the video. So here you can apply for a free consultation. And with that being said, I wish you a very successful week. Hope I see you soon. And with that being said, goodbye.